Hey, everybody. This is the Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray. And today I wanted to thank somebody in the YouTube community who also makes commentary on Sarasota Tim. And some of you may be familiar with them. And that's our friend Zachary Michael. And they gave me a shout out. So I wanted to play this and thank them for doing this. And just listen to what they say. I'm going to make me small and let them take it away for a minute.
The life and vibe. Happy 2026 for frivolous spend or investing. Life and vibe. Thanks so much. My queen, my Sarasota Tim expert. Hi, hello, good morning.
And thank you. I am the Sarasota Tim expert, and that may or may not be a good thing. And if you just saw, I had my little, different things that we are showing here. And we are also asking you to make sure that if you have not had a chance, that you comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you see that little hype button, make sure you go ahead and do that. So our good friend Sarasota Tim has been out and about and just aching to get some money spent. But before he gets that money spent on a motorcycle, he obviously needs to get some money for it. And I want to thank one of the members of our Good Life community, anybody who's just here, whether you have become an official member or not, you are part of this Good Life where we make sure we don't get scammed by people. And as some of you may know already from Miss Vicky's channel, Sarasota Tim has put his Christmas tree on Facebook Marketplace. So if you want a piece of history, now's your chance. And it's amazing what he is trying to ask for. He wants $35 and he is firm on that price. So it reads, I purchased this for the holidays for $80. And there is questions as to whether or not $80 is his actual spend. But, Sarasota Tim's a salesman, and you'll find out from this particular post. I added some additional ornaments and another string of lights. Just beautiful. However, I live in an RV and I have no use for it now. We'll have to purchase another one next Christmas. If you have room to store it and use it, this is a great deal. Price is firm. Well, of course, we know the price is firm, Tim. He needs to get his $35. Obviously, was unable to return it. So, yeah, we get a chance to get to see that instead here. So, yeah. Go get a piece of history, guys. It's on sale. And we know it must be his because obviously we can see the infamous Bradenton slab in the picture. So, there you go. Do we get the copy of the tree in the picture too? Because I feel that needs to be autographed and included. All right, let's get to the main character this evening, our good friend Sarasota Tim. So we're actually going to take a look at first his on my way to potentially buy this Honda. So he is all about getting another motorbike, guys, as we know, but it's really his comment section. Because Tim has actually been pretty active in responding. First person says, save your money. Don't let it burn a hole in your pocket. You will need it for a rainy day. That will include unexpected health issues, vehicle repair, RV maintenance, the day you may not be able to make YouTube videos. And Tim says, and remember this, guys, one thing I got is plenty of money. It's plenty of money, whatever he said. Is plenty of money. Okay. And then this guy is obviously talking about our good friend Sarasota Tim. He says, someone put a video on this morning under your name, just like you traveling in your truck and camper. The man was not you. He imitated you. And Tim says, I asked you before, why don't you hit the 3 dots and report those channels or select do not recommend this channel. I could care less about what other people say about me. Winning. And there's another one where I think he might have deleted the person's comment. All right, let's get over to this one. We're gonna share this one instead. And this is actually the last 10 minutes. We're gonna put you to 1.5, Tim, of Tim's driving around. He did not put out a devotional this morning. There's been no talk of Jesus today. Subscriber count is 67.5. And he basically spoke about this new dual sport Honda that he is wanting to purchase. And so now we are going to be actually seeing his thought process after he's kind of considered buying this other motorcycle and kind of what he's going to do now with the Honda Goldwing, of course. And he's had some very interesting comments in here, but we'll take a look at those after. Let's get into the video, Tim.
Yamaha, I don't know, 650cc, and he wanted to do the Trans-America Trail. I think I've heard of it. I don't know where it is, but he said every year he got busy, couldn't do it. Well, guess what? Every year you put off ends up being when you're 70. He's 63. I told him to get his Social Security. He said, you got me thinking. The guy I talked to today that has is 70.
Oh, I'm getting more retirement videos in my algorithm. I saw one that was very interesting about solo retirement, and it didn't seem to coincide at all with Tim's advice on solo retirement. And I found that interesting because this person was a professional financial planner. I'm almost thinking one night we'll have to do a live and do a look at this video in contrast to one of Sarah said of Tim's solo living at 67, because it was a very different perspective, shockingly.
The financial advisor, and he's an advocate of getting your Social Security at 62. Do you guys know I've collected $108,000 since yesterday when I got on Social Security? Because that's what it seems like. Just yesterday, I've collected $108,000 free checks.
Every time he makes it sound like it's free, and we've had questions about his dates of when he receives Social Security. Is that because you didn't really contribute anything in taxes, Tim, or Social Security, and therefore it is free money from you, from the government? There's been a lot of questions, Tim, because nobody else considers it to be free money. Everybody else considers it money that they've paid in the system for. You're the only person who calls it free money.
What a life. Really. I'm going to be, I don't know, everybody keeps saying, when you going? When you going? I'm like, well, now I got to go because you're asking me. But, you know, like, I couldn't go on the Goldwing right now. It's like, I couldn't even get there because it's so cold. But I can go today if I have a bike with this truck. Well, as soon as my mattress shows up next few days. Folks, it's like.
He's at 1.5, which is why he sounds more manic than ever. People ask me to speed him up. But I have to really listen.
I don't even think about the Goldwing anymore. This is so darn exciting to me about traveling with this truck. You know, I hate to leave the camper at home. And I darn sure would hate to leave this at home now. And I will travel, maybe, with the Goldwing. And I may not.
This sounds like a lot of things, Tim, that we've heard that you were going to do when you bought the Goldwing. You took one trip with it to Florida to drop it off. And I'm sure you put out a couple of videos. Then you sat on it for the longest amount of time. You weren't even really taking day trips out and about to anything, like out to the Everglades or, you know, any interesting spots in Florida. Like, did you ever just take a day trip? When you finally did go and spend a night somewhere and there's tent, you know, there's so many things in Florida that I'm sure people would find interesting. But obviously you have to be cautious, and it's better to be in a hotel because you've got to be careful of alligators and stuff. But now I think you just get on a shopper's high from the purchase. I don't think you are, the sort of initial adrenaline rush of having, swiped the card or made the purchase or seen the item, because to have bought something that was $26,000 and to already be considered selling it, and you're always going to say you're making money, Tim, and you did the same thing with the Honda and you lost a lot of money. And for somebody, I just, you're so impulsive, very impulsive.
As I never have. It's always been a Harley. I had 4 gold wings, and then on top of that, this gold wing, I'm the 3rd owner, and no one has rode it. It's got 7,000 miles on it, just turned. I bought it with 5,800. So I got 1,200 miles on it. Went down to the Keys, drove it down from Georgia to Florida, went over to Ted and Jolene's and back. So, been doing something. But I haven't put what the second owner put on it yet, and he hardly put anything. And the first owner, I think he put 1,800 on it. I'm almost caught him. But what's with this bike that nobody rides it? And don't think for a second there's an issue. Just because I took it to the dealer and there was an issue, it was something that the dealer was supposed to have done when it was new, when it came in, they didn't do. And this dealer here told me that it isn't the first time they've seen that. These dealers get lazy and they go, that's good, put it on the showroom. Put the handlebars on it, put the front tire on it, put it out there.
He is somebody who's, if you want to ignore any reasonable planning for retirement or want to make probably really dangerous decisions when you're losing some of your eyesight. And I almost feel that that is part of the reason as to why Sarasota Tim is so eager to purchase these motorcycles that he really doesn't want to ride, though, because there have been comments from other channels that potentially his eyesight, and I would probably agree, makes him nervous to drive that motorcycle, and I would be as well. So now he's talking about going off and riding this dual sport, and I'm thinking, if you're doing it alone, none of this sounds very safe. If something were to happen out in the middle of nowhere, it just doesn't seem a safe plan. With one eye not working correctly, and then, reflexes and stuff change as we age, and you want to be out acting like you're still 20. I just wonder if it's because you are losing a sight. You're just trying to fit as much in as you can before it's completely gone. And, but I mean, just, it's so dangerous, so many things that he's doing. And I would never recommend that anybody, ladies, don't date this type of man.
They have to go through the computer and set those 4 driving modes up: tour, sport, economy, and rain mode. And they have to go on the computer and they have to dial it in. And they do that at the factory, but when they disconnect the battery and everything, when they ship it in a crate, the computer's got to be reflashed or something. And the dealer, even though it still will work, it's not what it's supposed to be. So I had, what do they call it? There were faults. I had faults in the computer. Ain't no fault with it now. What a machine. God, what a machine. It'd tear me up to sell it. But if somebody gave me X dollars today, I don't think I'd shed a tear, because I've got this consolation prize that I'm getting ready to build and do. Otherwise, I wouldn't even contemplate it. Not yet. Hell no.
This is what Tim does. He sits in the trailer and he watches videos about motorcycles and reminds himself of when he was young and doing these types of things when he wasn't supporting his wife or wives, I should say, throughout the years, and kids, and was off having his best life ever. And obviously old habits die hard. And now he's here making content, but I think he's losing some of his audience. I've got some good comments. We'll go over those soon, guys.
But I'm thinking, I'm a minimalist. How many motorcycles does a man need? Don't ask some of them nuts out there who's got 3, 4, and 5 of them in the garage. The wife can't even get her car in. Yeah, these guys got it bad out there. You might be one of them. Damn, do I have any eye drops? I look like a road hard, hung up wet. My sleep is still bad. Pilot 27.
I know he seems manic because I have him sped up, but why are you worrying about putting eye drops in while you're supposedly driving on like a highway going to Fort Myers? Talk about other people's driving, Tim. I mean, you shouldn't be, unless you're stopped at a traffic light, I wouldn't be worrying about your eye drops.
21, I'm getting off. Exit 160, 161. Is that next? I got to get. I just can't, even think of go all the way. I was just so excited to get on the road. The guy's going to meet me. It's 421. It's going to be dark when I get back. All right, let me pick it up here a little bit. I'm in Harbor View Road, 2 miles. Punta Gorda, 7 miles. You guys know where Punta Gorda is? Some nice living down here. This is Fort Myers, Northport. Really nice. 161, that's on down here a little bit. We got a ways to go. I mean, look at this. I got to slow down. I'm doing 84 miles an hour. What a dream. It's such a big truck, you don't feel it. You slow down. Slow down. You're not going to get there any quicker, Baker. Take it down to 80.
That's pretty fast. 84. Look at him. He's happy about that. Well, we've seen your speeding tickets, Tim, in your North Carolina days.
I don't need to be going this fast, but I'm going to. Sometimes you got to go that or they will run over you. Here comes a guy. I'm doing 80. Look. You got to be doing 85. It has to be more than 5 or 10 miles an hour. Comes another one. Port Charlotte, next exit. Don't worry, I won't keep you on the horn here the whole way down there. But every other, aside from the motorcycle that I went and saw today, there's nothing else in this area. Well, I lied. There's a couple in Naples. Did you know?
This is all he's obsessed with now, guys. It's the motorcycles. It's just incredible. And then obviously he's, has to buy something else. It's just, and he gets so excited and his mood elevates. And every time I could not imagine how this was having him not really providing a steady, home for people to live in and then just going off and purchasing these things. It would have been extremely frustrating to have felt that you could have built any type of future. I'm sure he spoke a good game at the start, though.
I said it on the video. I don't think I uploaded it. There was a kid or a guy, a young person. Hey, there it is. Look, that's what I'm buying. See how he's carrying his motorcycle? Haha. He's got a Harbor Freight job, I believe. That's what I'm getting. Look at that. Huh? Cool.
If you could only see my face.
Look how fast he's going. Hey. He texted me back after I inquired about it. He said, hey, I'm sorry. I decided to keep her. Called it her. So it's not like people are selling them because they're bad bikes. It's just that they're just not using them. And one guy said he was the guy that I bought mine, that I was going to buy this one from today. I said, well, why did the guy sell it? You bought it from 2 months ago. What did he tell you? Why was he selling it? He said, oh, he's going to have a baby. His wife's going to have a baby. Look at this. We're going across.
Yeah, of course, Tim. Tim, of course, not even thinking to put his sunglasses on when he's got raging glaucoma. Of course not. Why worry about, protecting your eyes when you've got glaucoma? What type do you have? Wide angle or narrow? What type of glaucoma do you have, Tim? There's different types of glaucoma. And one's worse than the other.
Across the water here. This is the going into Fort Myers, baby. Or Northport. Port Charlotte. We're not near North. We're not there yet. 36 miles from Fort Myers. We're in Port Charlotte. But if it wasn't for the fact they were in such demand and they sold so many of them.
Really? There's such demand and sold so many. I don't know. He's off to get some hitch for his Black Widow motorcycle carrier. So he's all excited because he's off to get this motorcycle carrier. Just can't stop spending money.
In 2023, there wouldn't even be any for sale. So, yeah, I don't know about selling that gold wing, thinking about it. Every day I take the cover off, I rub on it, wipe it down, look at it. Rode over at Fred and Raphael's a few times, Nathan Benderson, over to the gym. She's something, man. Yeah. Motorcycle world, man. That's
No, but Tim has dreams of going out west and having all these adventures. That's in another video. We're not watching that one today.
I might move out west. I might get out there with these toys. I even told Timmy Appleseed and others when I was out there in Laughlin. If it wasn't so hot in the summer and my air conditioner, well, my camper would work. And none of those roof air conditioners work out there. Everybody has what they call split unit or something.
He hasn't been out west in so long.
Or an air conditioning, a window unit, 2 of them.
Oh, I was going to remind you, if you do go out west, take Johnny Vegas back his golf clubs and drop them off. You're welcome.
To stay cool. Or they leave. But those trails that were right behind the Tropicana, I was like, man, if I lived here, I'd have to have myself a dune buggy, a quad, a dirt bike. I'll tell you something about this dirt bike.
And no retirement savings, and everybody else is now responsible for it since you took, I keep been saying it wrong, $58,400 from the U.S. taxpayer. $58,200. It's like over 58,000, Tim.
When I did my off-roading, when I was younger, California, I'd never have owned, well, that's a lie because I had that one 3 years ago, but I didn't ride it, the same bike. But I never rode dirt bikes. I always had these big touring bikes, Harleys and Gold Wings.
So you owned a bike, but you never rode it. Is this what are you thinking you're going to be like the master vehicle flipper? I don't know. It's just incredible to me that somebody who owns not a real roof over his head, it's not to denigrate, he's spent a bunch of money on trucks and cars and now motorcycles. He lost like 10 grand on a Honda. It's a perpetual cycle. And I can just imagine this is what he's always been like from the sounds of things. How exhausting. No wonder you had 3 divorces. Jeez.
And I had a sand rail. And I had a 3-wheeler. I was texting somebody the other night, one of my subscribers, about 3-wheelers. I had a 110, a Honda.
You better watch yourself, whoever's texting with Tim. Tim's a notorious turncoat.
You could not hurt that 3-wheeler. I got to get off. I think it's 161. I see a McDonald's. Get a cup of coffee, get all hopped up. Is this 160? It is. All right.
Oh, gosh. Of course you got to get a McDonald's. You got to make sure you kill off your bladder and your kidneys and your prostate.
Get the lowest I can get. I should have got my gas before I left at BJ's for, instead of $2.71, I should have got it for like $2.30 or $40 or whatever they're selling it. I can get it for. Man, this truck is solid, man.
Head southeast. Use the second from the right lane to keep right, then use the left lane to turn slightly right onto Jones Loop Road.
Yeah, of course, because this is the high quality content Ken's going to deliver. We're going to get the sound of his Google Maps.
Well, I'm going to get some gas and then I'll listen to you in a minute. All right, folks, that's going to be a video. I'll make another one for you when I get there.
Use the left lane to turn slightly right onto Jones Loop
Crush
Road.
it.
Okay, yeah. Tim's not crushing anything. All right, let's see if he has any interesting comments. Oh, we got Angel Missions popped on in here. Go get that new toy and enjoy it. Life is short. Haven't seen Bella since she last told him she felt he was getting grumpy. Somebody said, I turned 74 today. I don't like being over 70, but it's better than the alternative. And they're laughing. Happy birthday, then Sharon. Harley says, how many bikes are you planning to buy? And I think he's deleted some other comments from there. All right, guys. If you did get this far, you did happen to enjoy this video, make sure that you do leave a motorcycle in the chat. And I do appreciate it. If you see that hype, give us a hype. Let us know us little creators are here. And I do appreciate you spending the time with me. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.